what the fuck, bitch, 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 what the fuck, bitch.
Over 18,000 people have HIV in Philadelphia. Over 40,000 people have HIV either in North Carolina or South Carolina. I'm not sure. It's one or the other. I'm not sure. But I just recently saw a video of a girl saying that it was recorded to have, I believe, over 200,000 people had HIV in Texas. And the girl was saying like it was an event, a big event that happened. A lot of shit was going on. A lot of people got tested after that event. And 200,000, they recorded 200,000 people. 200,000 people. I just keep on saying it because my brain keeps on getting fucked up by it.
Have y'all seen that video about that girl who came on here to let everybody know about the massive HIV outbreak that's taking over Pennsylvania and Texas right now? And I'm talking about cases in the 100,000s. Yeah, I decided to do my own little research. And when I tell you that being celibate has to be the best thing that I unintentionally did for myself, because it's scary out there. It's scary out there. Like, I think that it's about time that all of us women get on PrEP. As of 2025, the cities with the highest HIV rates in the United States are New York City, Miami, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, Chicago, Illinois, and Washington, D.C. Now, I took it upon myself to go and screenshot the 20 cities with the highest counts of HIV and AIDS in the United States. This is recorded from 2024. What I had shown you before was where we're at as far as the cities with the highest rates of HIV in 2025. The new updated version or the updated list will be provided probably around the same time this was published. But I'm going to post them. And look behind me to see if your city is on this list. Starting at number 20, San Francisco, Oakland, Berkeley, California. Look at the rates. Next, we have San Juan, Carolina, Puerto Rico. I can't say the last part, but here's the rates for you. Los Angeles, Long Beach, Glendale, California. There's your rates. Now you have Columbia, South Carolina. West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, basically Florida. There you go. Jackson, Mississippi gets number 15. Newark, New Jersey is number 14. Washington, Arlington, Alexandria, D.C. area has number 13. Memphis, Tennessee is at number 12. Baltimore, Columbia, Towson, Maryland at number 11. Baton Rouge, Louisiana for number 10. New Orleans, Louisiana at number 9. Atlanta, Sandy Springs, Alpharetta, Georgia is at number 8. New York, Jersey City, New York is at number 7. San Francisco, San Mateo, Redwood City, California is at number 6. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at number 5. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, Florida is at number 4. Look at the rates. New York, Jersey City, White Plains, New York is at number 3. Miami Beach, Kendall, Florida, number 2. And I'm going to bring you guys to number 1. At number 1 is Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, Sunrise, Florida. Look at these numbers, bro. If you're a straight woman, if you're a bi woman, if you are a poly woman, if you are a lesbian queer woman that happens to still date women who deal with other men, please start thinking about getting on PrEP. If you're sexually active, start thinking about getting on PrEP. A lot of people wanted to clown Tamar Braxton when she admitted that she takes PrEP, but we know how DL culture is set up, especially within the male gay community. It's a different type of, you understand, suppression, where they won't even get on medication like PrEP, even though it would be to help them and to keep them safe from diseases like this. They're not going to get on it for the simple fact that they associate it with being a gay drug. They won't even protect themselves, okay? And they'll still go out and do what they're doing with other men who are also not protected. And because they still want to play this whole DL part, they're going to still get with women. They're still going to have sex with women, hell, create life with women, all to try to make it seem that they're straight when they're not. Whole time infecting every woman, every person, not just the women, but even the out men that they deal with. They're endangering every single person that they get into sexual contact with. Please, 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 please start thinking about getting on PrEP because it's scary out there.
Yeah, about those antivirals, right? So I believe people are being misled by all these commercials and stuff they have going on. Because, like I said in the previous video, when we were growing up, that was something that you just don't want to catch is HIV because there is no cure, right? And so now it just seems like everybody's running around out here doing the most, and they don't have any self-discipline. But like I said before, I have helped, assisted in the treatment of people with HIV and full-blown AIDS before, and it's no joke. Here's what people don't understand. First, let me give you a little bit of background. I do have a bachelor's degree in biology with the focus on human anatomy and physiology and microbiology, all that stuff, because I love that stuff, right? So I do have a degree in that, okay? Now, what I can say is viruses mutate. They become resistant to drugs. And what people don't know, because these commercials and all this stuff don't say it, I'm not even sure if the doctors are telling them this, but yes, the virus, the HIV virus does and can and has become antiviral resistant. It has become resistant to antiviral drugs. What does that mean? That means that the drugs won't work in a lot of people, especially if they aren't adhering to certain things, okay? Now, does that mean that they can pass HIV? Yes. And not only can they pass HIV to someone else, but they will pass a resistant strain of HIV to the next person, which means that that person won't be able to take the antiviral medications. Why? Because that particular strain is now resistant. I'm trying to say this fast before I go to church, okay? But yeah, so so basically, let's say someone has HIV and they have a little slight hiccup in taking their antiviral drugs, right? Let's say they miss some. Viruses replicate really fast, okay? So they're going to develop a resistance eventually, right, to drugs. All viruses will do this. They will develop a resistance. Now, let's say that person decides to go have intercourse with someone else, right? And does not know that their HIV is drug resistant. They are now passing a drug resistant, an antiviral resistant form of HIV to that partner. Period. So you're right. You can know someone who was on antivirals and they still pass away because at some particular point, the antivirals won't work. And this is what the commercials and stuff aren't saying. And I don't know if that's what's making people believe that they can just live however they want to live and we'll just get on some antivirals. No, it's a deadly disease. It's not something you want to play with and catch. So I'm not quite sure, because when I saw the stats about the amount of people in Philadelphia with HIV, new cases, and it's already bad enough, right? And now, I mean, it's like they're out here just thinking, okay, whatever. I'm not quite sure if it's the people who are on antivirals. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm not quite sure what it is. But HIV AIDS is preventable. It's preventable. So the fact that people are out here living recklessly and catching it is, I mean, it's reckless living. And I know people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Most people contract it through reckless living. You have people who catch it innocently, which is extremely sad. Like they didn't do anything. Like, but then you have people who are out here living recklessly and don't care who they pass it to. It's ridiculous. It's preventable. Have some self-control. Have some freaking discipline. And don't make the mistake of believing because you're on antiviral drugs that it won't ever, that the HIV virus won't ever become resistant while you're taking the drug. Because it will, can, and has. And at that point, you can spread a resistant form of HIV, a drug-resistant form of HIV.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this video. I came across this video and it just seemed very concerning that a lot more people are coming down with HIV AIDS. I thought the epidemic was like dead in the water, but no, it is actually resurfacing. And I know a lot of people for years was like, oh, Texas, Texas, Texas. Yes, Texas has the highest HIV rate. They just found that 18,000 people in Philadelphia, okay, has 18,000 people, and most of them are students, okay, kids are coming down with this disease. It's crazy to me to think that they're saying that there's a lot of states that have it. Everybody knows Atlanta because they're like, oh, it's the down low men that have it and they're giving it to the women and blah, blah, blah. But man, they're crazy. I saw this one YouTube, TikTok, of this lady discussing. You guys will see it in the video, and she was discussing how these diseases mutate, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, like how?" And then they're resistant to antibacterials. Man, y'all gotta be careful out here, just dipping and dabbling in anything. And honestly, like, yes, some of these HIV rates do come from sex, but they're not putting out where most of them come from. I believe that most of these come from drug uses like needles, people having like open sores, and then they're, hitting people's forks and stuff, and, their cigarettes and stuff like that. But I guess they just do it to sex. But I just don't think it's limited to sex. This is really crazy. South Carolina, I would never thought South Carolina would have high HIV rates. Virginia, Washington, D.C., out of everything? Washington, D.C.? Is that where the government is? I thought they wouldn't have any since, the government's down there and they can be passing out all the pills and stuff. And then there's one lady in the video that you guys will see. She's talking about everybody needs to get on PrEP. Honestly, if the things are mutating, I don't think PrEP will work. Okay? If people are passing on bigger and badder strains that these medicines cannot contain because they're not giving us the cure. They're just giving us stuff to hide the symptoms. And I was going and watching the video of this one guy. I really love him. And he said, if you get married, you'll be okay. Marriage does not guarantee you from being HIV positive because people can stray from their marriages and give them to their partner, male or female. And I think there's this one case, this man gave his wife HIV on purpose. Yo, these people are fucking crazy. Y'all, hold on. Let me get his name, because I think his name is Cleveland Brody, and his wife is Denise Brody, and she passed away from AIDS in 2022. And they said he was HIV positive when he married her in 2014. See, this is why this lady, I read one of these comments, she said that when she was marrying her husband in Texas, they said they had to show blood results to see if they had AIDS or HIV. And it's getting that bad. It's getting that bad. Y'all need to strap up. Y'all need to be celibate or something, because this is getting out of control. If y'all have good spouses, thank the Lord, because, man, people out here are just dibbly-dally in anything and don't care. It's really serious out here, you guys. Very serious. Okay, you guys, I was researching up-to-date cases, but I only found like 2002, 2001, and later. So this is what I found. Per 100,000 population of HIV diagnosed in the United States in 2022. So Vermont had 0.7 cases. Montana had 1.1. New Hampshire had 2.3 cases. Idaho, 2.5 cases. Wyoming, 2.6 cases. Maine 3.4, Iowa 4.6, New Mexico 5.2, South Dakota 5.3, Minnesota 5.4, Kansas 5.4, Nebraska 5.6, Utah 5.7, Wisconsin 5.8, North Dakota 5.9, Alaska 6.3, Hawaii 6.4, Oregon 6.8, Connecticut 7. Rhode Island, 7.1, Massachusetts, 7.2, Michigan, 7.3, Washington, 7.4, Pennsylvania, 8.6, Ohio, 8.6, Colorado, 8.7, Virginia, 8.9, Missouri, 9.8 cases. Okay, so we're starting to get up there. Kentucky, 10.6, Indiana, 10.7, Virginia, 11.3, Oklahoma, 11.8, Arkansas, 11.9, Illinois, 12.2, Puerto Rico, 12.6, New York, 13.2. I guess the United States is like the gray area, so I guess it's 13.3 cases. Arizona, 13.7, New Jersey, 13.9, Maryland, 14.3, Tennessee, 14.4, Delaware, 14.7, California, oh my God, 14.7. I need to get the hell up out of here. 14.9 in North Carolina, South Carolina 15.9, Alabama 16.3. Oh my gosh, and it's getting bigger. U.S. Virgin Islands 17.1, Mississippi 18.1, Nevada 19.6, Texas 19.8, 22.3 in Louisiana, 22.3 in Florida, 27.4 in Georgia, and the District of Columbia is 36.6. Wow, 100 per population. This is crazy. Our population is skyrocketing. So damn, like 1,000 and something, it's like per year or something that people are literally getting this. This is insane. Y'all need to be careful out there. Sex ain't all that. Y'all don't need it to survive.
So don't mind me. I just woke up and I'm already doom scrolling on TikTok. But can we normalize first dates being to the clinic? I don't know if y'all are seeing these HIV rates. I don't know if y'all are seeing these AIDS rates. They released it. And yeah, these party cities, these popping cities are like number one. Florida, off the chain, off the charts with the rates. New York. I'm going look at these numbers and Atlanta, Memphis, New Orleans, Louisiana, period. I mean, go and look at these rates and keep in mind when you see these rates that these are only confirmed cases. These are only confirmed cases. So you can only imagine the rest, but yeah, I think we just live in a society where protection and testing just never even enters the chat. Everybody's so freaked out nowadays, and everybody always talks about all this casual sex that's being had and who they having it with, and it's always 5 girls to 1 ding ding, you know what I'm saying? And only God knows who those 5 girls are entertaining. Also, it's scary out here. I'm sorry, I would never be okay with casual sex with multiple people. It's just a thing that I don't know why people continuously play with their lives like this, and I do believe that down low culture has a lot to do with it. But whether you're straight, gay, bi, queer, trans, lesbian, homo, whatever you are, protect yourself. Go get tested. Stop jumping in so quick with these folk. Like, patience really is a virtue when it comes down to a lot of this stuff. Get to know these people on a level and then go to the clinic. Everybody is just too freaked out nowadays. Things that people are doing with folk nowadays, 20 years ago, would be somewhat like an abomination. And then as young kids, they really, it's the sex culture nowadays. It's just, I don't know why, everybody's so freaked out, but you never really hear these serious conversations like this. But it's definitely one that needs to be at the forefront of everything. Yeah, there are some things you just can't take a pill and get rid of. There are some things that, will be with you for life. Yeah, I just wanted to say that because that was really alarming. Celibacy and, monogamy seriously seems the way to go these days. Where this world is so far from that, it's scary. It's scary, especially within our community, the African American community. Yeah. Okay, bye.
All right, so they saying Philly got the most people with the House of Virginia, right? They not telling y'all who got it and who actually passing it around. They not telling y'all that. I'm gonna tell y'all though. All right, so Philly had a Broad Street walk, Broad Street run, whatever you want to call it. We had that here in Philly. And the people that was there, they are the ones that got tested for that. They the ones that got tested for that. And 18,000 people came back positive. 18,000 people at that Broad Street run, walk, whatever you want to call it, came back positive. So y'all ask yourself. Y'all gotta ask yourself and y'all gotta be logic, man. Who was at that Broad Street walk? The majority of the people. Who was there? Y'all know. I ain't even gotta say it, but y'all know who was there. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing though. It was not that much people from the hood getting up 6 o'clock in the morning doing no Broad Street run, bro. That's y'all answer right there.
Hey, y'all better stop having unprotected, because y'all better wrap up and close your legs. It is over 200,000. 200,000 people just in Texas and Houston that tested positive for HIV. Y'all got it. Y'all be safe out.
I just saw this young lady's video where she talked about how over 200,000 people in Texas, split between, I think, Dallas and Houston, got like HIV or some shit. And I'm just like, bro, y'all still out y'all not using rubbers? Y'all still out y'all, you know, taking penitentiary chances with your shit? Boy, I've been with my gal for almost a decade. And hey, yeah. And don't nobody like Bunky the way I like Bunky. Boy, look, yeah, I meet them gal thick. And Texas got some of the baddest bitches on planet Earth. I am super good. Because it's like, you hear some shit like that, and I'm saying this because I have all the intentions to move to Texas in the near future. But it's like, you taking penitentiary chances with that shit. You literally taking a chance with your life when you do some shit like that. And it's like, bro, regardless if you live in Texas or Florida or South Carolina, it's really bad where I'm from in South Carolina. You know, North Carolina, where I live at now. You know, Virginia, where I'm currently working in right now. It's crazy. So if you gonna go out there and stick something or get stick by something, you need to make sure you take an extra precaution. The free clinic is offering condoms by the fucking truckload. Get your shit together. Go get tested. Check yourself out. Be celibate. Find one person and y'all get tested and fuck the shit out of each other. Do something. God damn.
Why these top 20 cities are higher in HIV and AIDS is because people put their life at risk for kinks. You know, I used to blame the bathhouses. You know what I'm saying? Like Club Houston, Club Philly, The Gathering in Miami, Tokyo Valentinos. Prior to that, the Den Atlanta. I made a video about that years ago where I talked about, you know, these all-male retreats or all-male clubs, which are sex clubs in which men are literally running around having sex with some of everybody. They got condoms, but the condoms are too small for a lot of these dudes, so they say fuck it, and they in the heat of the moment, so they literally sleeping with everybody up in there. And out of everybody, probably 98% of them probably have HIV or AIDS or some type of STD or STI. And they're not using logical thinking. So they really choose kinks over health. And it is so fucking scary. A lot of y'all are sex addicts, and I'm not here to judge you, but what I am here to say is don't allow somebody else's laziness become your health issue for the rest of your life. Now they serving 5 to 10 years up in the penitentiary for passing you HIV, and now you have to live with that for the rest of your life. And every time you look in the mirror, you got to realize that you was your biggest op. All you had to do was put that condom on.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but y'all need to close y'all legs. Lock up your front, lock up the shop, because the HIV rates is so high, it makes no sense. I'm in New York City, and the HIV rates is so high. I'm hearing that some caseworkers get victims as young as like 19 or whatever. Close your legs, protect yourself. Like, come on, y'all can't just be out here sleeping with any and everyone. Go to the clinic, get tested, and close your legs. Stop sleeping around, because people got germs and people don't like to be truthful. If you don't want to catch any germs in your crutches, close your legs. Stop letting people sweet talk you to get in between your legs.
I keep hearing about the HIV rates in other states and shit. It's getting crazy dangerous out here. Then I happen to log on to my Instagram, and I haven't posted or really been on Instagram like that since 2022. I decided today to get on there, you know, and just be nosy and lurk and everything. And then the people that I have on my friends list on Instagram is people that I had added on Facebook, which I no longer have, but it's just to have up for whatever reason. I get on there and they're all talking about this one particular girl that we all used to go to high school with together. I graduated high school in 2011. And everybody on the page was giving their condolences because apparently she died. And me being the nosy person that I was reading all through the comments, and it said that she died of AIDS. I was like, oh shit. And you know, of course, I'm willing to bet when she was still living, she probably didn't out herself for saying that she had the virus, because HIV is still stigmatized. But damn, just goes to show you, y'all have got to be careful out here. Again, I've been celibate for 5 years, but this shit is crazy.
At this point, you niggas just want a wet hole and a good time. That's it. A wet hole and a good time. That's all the fuck you want. That wet hole and that good time gonna fuck your life up. That one time, all it takes is one fucking time. One stick. HIV, baby, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia. Leave me the fuck out of that shit. I don't even want to risk it. I don't even want to risk it. There's too much shit going on out here to still be homing. And when I say I am single, that is not an invite for you to come and be in my motherfucking DMs, bitch. I said I'm single. I didn't say I was looking for a relationship. I didn't say inbox me. Bitch, stay out of my inbox. No. No!